it going? Hello, Daisy Cutter. Sorry I don't speak German. Bobby Catalano. Hi. Good to see you. Nice path. Yeah, this is a first time I've ever been here. It's real nice, soft walking on. Pretty much entirely sand. So. Yeah, we might see some. There's a fair chance we might see a snake or a turtle. What state or country are you watching from, Bobby? Oh, in Florida too? I'm in a. Have you been here before or in the area? In Palm Bay, right next to Melbourne and Coco. Lakeland. Okay, I've heard of that, but I'm not sure if I've been there. What part of Florida is that in? In between Orlando and Tampa. Okay. I might have just drove through there a week or two ago. I was staying in a Kissimmee. I stayed there 4 nights. I stayed 4 nights in Port Charlotte. Did you get any damage from the storm? Haven't seen much of Florida. Yeah, I lived here about 6 years up in the Panhandle. Lived 4 years in Fort Walton Beach, and then 2 years in Milton. And I didn't really do much traveling outside of there because I was working so much. This is the first I've been out exploring Florida. You didn't even get thunder? Oh, that's good. I missed you. We got some rain, but nothing too serious. So did you have dinner yet, Bobby? Oh, you had nonstop rain? Yeah. We had I'm staying in Melbourne, and we had a fair amount of rain, but not a crazy amount. I don't know if this is the trail. Look at that crazy tree link. I think that's what they call a tree like that, a widowmaker. It's like hung up on, or it could be. I don't know if it's growing up like that, or it looks like it's falling down, but I actually don't see any ones that it's really caught on. I think it just grew like that. Yeah, it does look dangerous. Some kind of hole here maybe was dug by an animal. I've seen one like that, like growing into the ground. One tree over there. Trees do weird stuff here, yeah. That is for sure. I've seen a couple of trees. Big one falling over there. I've seen them with their roots entirely out of the ground, just hanging in over water. You wouldn't even think it'd be possible for the tree to stay standing. The trees growing in the water fascinate me. Yeah, me too. Some of them are worth a lot of money, and they make beautiful tables out of furniture. Couldn't identify them all. The only ones I can spot is those big live oaks. I don't know if you got those in Lakeland. Those big, crazy looking live oaks that have the Spanish moss hanging from them. I don't know any of the tree names here. Yeah, I can't. Not really good at identifying anything except the big, crazy live oaks. Originally from Missouri, just about an hour west of St. Louis. in a little farming town, less than 10,000. There we had mostly pine trees or no, it was mostly cedar trees. And some oaks, but my dad's better at picking those stuff out. You're from Massachusetts, also a small town. Oh, that's cool. I took a trip up to the East Coast by myself about 15 years ago when I was still in Little Missouri, before I moved to Florida in 2018. I took a trip by myself. I drove up to tip of Maine, came down, kind of passed through Massachusetts. It's a beautiful area up there. At least until you get to the winter time, I don't think I'm tough enough for those nor'easters, blizzards. Snow was bad enough in Missouri. Miss snow. Yeah, I think it's pretty when it's falling. Very pretty when it's falling, but then the next day when it's on the roads and turning brown already, and you gotta drive anywhere, and it gets annoying pretty quick. I almost wrecked a couple times because of the snow. I had a Mustang at the time. It wasn't anything too fast. It was just a V6. I was still in high school when I got it, so. But that thing was rear-wheel drive, and it would easily slide on the snow. Dangerous for sure, yeah. Yes, it is. How long you been living in Lakeland? $15 years about? That's cool. Have you ever been in any places where you could see manatees? Only time I did was a couple weeks back. I was in Tallahassee, and I paid to go on a boat ride at Wakulla Springs State Park, and saw a couple manatees from afar there, out of the boat. Never seen any too close. Not a humidity fan. Yeah, humidity's real annoying. The drive here, it was cloudy, but like as soon as I got in my van, a minivan, it was already dripping sweat. But I'm glad it's staying full of clouds. It was raining earlier. A lot of times if I go out on a walk like this, if the sun was out, I would take a towel and soak it. And I Actually, lay it over my head, and then I'll hold it down with my sunglasses and walk around like that in public. I don't care what people think. You gotta stay cool. Or I'll wrap it around my neck, but usually it feels good to put it right on my head. Not exactly. There should be "You Are Here" thing, but I don't see one. I think I took the turkey oak. I think we're right there where that mark is. Check the time, 5:35. Doing good. Get a chill towel. Those work great. I've heard of those. What makes them different than regular towels? Is it just the material they're out of, or they hold water longer? Can you get those at Walmart, or can you get them at like Amazon? I'll even put that towel on my head wet towel on my head when I'm driving. I do that a lot. Turn the air conditioner on a little bit and it feels real nice. Yes to both. We'll have to ask employee to check that out at Walmart. Sounds like it'd probably be worth getting. It's nice. The trails here is pretty easy to navigate. You have one for walking, really worth it. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. Did I ask you if you had dinner yet, or? I had a little snack before I left here, but I didn't want to eat too much and get upset stomach while I'm out walking, so I'm gonna eat a bigger meal after I leave here. Oh, you're eating now? That's cool. I appreciate you watching this while you're having dinner. What are you having? There goes one of those animals that sounds a lot like a motorcycle. Here's one of those live oaks. Or at least kind of that Spanish moss. I read that decades ago, when the people early settling across Florida, they used that Spanish moss actually as stuffing in furniture. Fried chicken and mashed potatoes with missing coleslaw. Sounds good. Only thing I would add is maybe some hot sauce with the chicken, or some kind of dipping sauce. I love my sauces, whether it's barbecue, ranch, chipotle, and different ones. It's a lot of crafts too. I know that. I've seen people make crafts out of these things here. Come off. They make great Sorry if the stream's lagging a bit. Don't know why it disconnected me. Plane trail. It's a trade-off you get if you want to live stream out in nature. Sometimes hard to maintain a good connection. Whoa, there's a huge grasshopper or two. Rather than step on those would have been messy. See if there's anything interesting. On all the paths you take in life, make sure a few of them are dirt. Like John Muir. Love wins always and forever. Nice bridge. The bridges. I think this is actually like an extended boardwalk, which is like a land bridge. No gators on this walk. I don't think there. I mean, they said there's like a little river coming up, so there might be gators up by there. But from what the sign was saying, mostly turtles and snakes. By the key lime girls. Hey, Carl. Good evening to you, too. Just some names there. We got Boomer, Loving Son, Brother, and Hero, UK. That's cool. Gary Carter, Loving Dad, Father and Hero, UK. Oh, looks like actually quite a bit of a drop off. Looks like they could film a Jurassic Park out here. Plant a tree and thank the bees. The Thorns, Wayne, and Virginia. That's cool. I wonder if those people have their names engraved. Maybe they paid for it to be completed. It's a really nice boardwalk. I like these raised boardwalks. It decreases my chances of stepping on a snake. But I still might see one. I was out in at Brevard Zoo, Linear Park, a few days ago. And they had this boardwalk similar to this. but it was raining. Get away from the rain or get on higher ground. You don't want to step on a snake anyway, do you? No, I prefer not to. Even if it was a non-poisonous. I really can't identify any snakes either. I had no idea what that snake was. So I posted the video on Facebook. Just said, "Can you identify this?" And like within a couple hours, 20 people said it's a black racer, that they're completely harmless. Apparently, a lot of people got them in their yards in Florida. A lot of dedications. No snakes there in Dublin? What a... Is there other kind of wild around Dublin, Carl? You had a fake rattlesnake on my porch once. Kind of freaked me out. Yeah, especially if you've seen one in the evening, I could be easily fooled. I mean, I've seen sticks plenty of times that I thought were snakes. Oh, I didn't know, so we're going to actually see the river. Go. I guess there might not be any springs. There's a good chance of there being gators down there. Very good chance. Slow moving. It was all black. Yeah, if I seen a fake snake, whatever color it was, unless I seen it in bright and day, and if I seen it around someone's house, I might. From the evening. Sorry if the wind's making a annoying noise. You have a bunch of gator videos, like at bottom of hill. That's cool. Yeah, I'll check out your channel later when I get back to my hotel. After I have to charge up my phone too, so it'll be either later tonight or tomorrow. water gators, just a nickname for alligators. Then there's the drink Gatorade, which I heard was actually invented to for the as a drink for the Florida Gator team, football team. Of course, and there's also gators. They have they're made out of like this material. It's kind of like a hood. If you took the hood off a sweater or hoodie, they have these gators that are actually pretty nice to wear whenever it's cold. And they're also good about blocking the bugs too, but they wrap around just your head and neck. They're really nice to wear when you're bike riding, when it's cold out. You don't want to feel the cold wind on your ears constantly. Put a gator on. But I've seen a lot of people wear them too whenever it's hot out to keep the bugs from biting your neck. Yeah, there. Bobby's got a little emoji of an alligator. There's this restaurant. I did one of my live streams. It's ways down the list, but this restaurant up in Destin, Florida, on the Panhandle. They actually have live gators you can see there for free. They got about a dozen adult ones and around 30 little baby gators in a tank. Babies are cute. Yep, that is true. 2 roads diverged, took one less traveled, with all my heart BT. Still don't want to go near him. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get too close either. Just close enough that I could get a good video. I know they usually are pretty slow moving, but they can whip around and if they want to. Good thing they don't want to most of the time. Yeah, I heard like they can go like a couple weeks in between meals, so they kind of save up their energy just to move once every couple weeks. This is like a prime spot for there to be gators crawling right out of there. Wouldn't mind seeing a turtle. I like turtles a lot. Turtles are a lot more friendly. Unless you encounter a snapping turtle. Makes you wonder while you're peering in the water what's looking back at you. Yeah, I've thought that before.
Had paid for the hotel, so we had to get it. And yeah,
Let these people pass.
and that was still like a mile and a half, 2 miles from the hotel. We had to walk there because all the parking was like already taken the whole, all the way up, you know. Here's the deal. Hotels, you know. Something weird,
Where is this again? I'm in Palm Bay. right next to. I'm staying in Melbourne, or West Melbourne, up near Coco and Cape Canaveral. I thought this was still in West Melbourne, but when I looked up on Google Maps, it says it's in Palm Bay. I seen something make a ripple out there. Probably fish. That's the closest I've ever had a squirrel come to me. Poor little guy was missing a chunk of fur. He had a cousin in Melbourne. Never made it out there though. Bummer. Yeah, I've got a few relatives I haven't made it out to see in different places. Not in Florida. Just my parents live up near Pensacola, but then other than that, the rest of my family lives in Missouri. I got an aunt in Montana. And then like another cousin in Kansas. Squirrels are cute. Yeah, they are. I think chipmunks are slightly cuter, but squirrels are definitely cute too. Especially when you see them eating an acorn. Manatees are the world's largest freshwater mammal. I didn't know that. Mostly herbivores. They eat aquatic grasses, sometimes crabs, snails, and fish. They're most closely related to elephants. Huh. That's interesting. They have a flexible snout to grasp food and teeth that will grow back when lost. Their nostrils have valves which close during feeding. Their front flippers have 3 to 4 nails to grasp underwater plants. They're semi-local. Adults move in single file while calves swim close to their mother's side. They communicate with each other by squeaking and grunting. Beautiful overlook. Oh, there's a couple giant turtles down there in the water. Might be hard to see with the glare. But there's one right there. One there. And then one there. Love elephants. I love manatees. Yeah, they're gentle giants. Oh wow, that's an even bigger one right there. Try to zoom in, but it gets blurry when you zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see the turtles. They're hard to see, but there's like at least 6 of them that are. There's big as around. I mean, there's one in the center. That one right there. The rest are like the size of my head, but he's twice their size. Or she. Zoom was good. And they like the spot for some reason. And they blend right in. I seen a big fish swim by them too. You can see that one's kind of poking its head out of the water right there. I've seen turtles in the water before, but never ones that big. It's cool you guys are here with me to see this. Sorry, I'm sure the wind's making an annoying noise. I wonder why they're all gathered on this corner here. Or bend. Don't see too many. So this is awesome. Thanks. Yeah. Really happy to get to share this with you. These are the biggest turtles I've ever seen. This guy playing music over there. If he walks over the music, I have to mute it so I don't get copyright strike. That's what. The big one was a soft shell. The other ones looked like the red ear slider, but that biggest one was definitely a head and neck and a kind of that snorkel-like nose. Florida soft shell. They can live for 20 to 40 years. Wow. I didn't think we were going to see any manatees here, but at least we got to see some big turtles. Some information about American alligator. Adults weigh between 200 to 500 pounds and may reach a length of 8 to 14 feet. They have 70 to 80 large cone-shaped teeth. Unable to regulate their body temperature internally, they are often seen basking in the sun at water's edge. Their diet consists of living animals they capture, kill, and swallow, including other alligators. It says the female lays 20 to 50 eggs. Man, I didn't know they laid that many eggs, 20 to 50. It's crazy. Hatch about 60 days. Jeez, I'm surprised. There's not more of a population problem with them. They each lay 20 to 50 eggs, and only takes 2 months for them to hatch. I like those built-in benches. Yeah, they're nice. I was looking at this stick. I thought it for sure was a snake. It had sand on it, like kind of looked like stripes from afar. Everything eats the babies. Yeah, it's a crazy life they live. If they can't find food, they start eating each other. Panic mode. You have a video of that? Oh, that's cool. I'll have to check that out. Have you ever eaten gator? No. Yeah, I don't think I have either. Not that I remember, at least. I'm more of a chicken and pork person. Not going to either. Yeah, it doesn't sound that attractive. Man, that'd be really special if I seen a manatee. But I've heard the manatees really aren't too common to see until more towards the winter. So, which I am planning on going to some place where I can do some live streams when it gets around winter time. I don't know where we're at, but have to come back. Yeah, this is a really cool place. And I'm maintaining pretty decent cell phone service for the stream. It's cut out a few times. Really nice hiking too. I was debating on coming either here or to a beach that's a little bit, it was about 10 minutes farther than this, but since I did a live stream at a beach. I thought this would be nice. Oh yeah, it says I'm dropping down to 1 bar. Yeah, I'm sure you just get some blurry. You see green blurs. I hope it was clear enough for you to see a few of those turtles. And that squirrel. I could have reached out and petted that squirrel. I wouldn't. But my dad actually had a pet squirrel when he was growing up in Missouri. I think he said it, oh great, the trail forks. The squirrel fell out of the nest and was injured. I guess it was a little baby, so he nursed it and it stayed with him. No, I don't think. Oh. Until the squirrel got a little bit older. He said that the squirrel would like put a bunch of acorns in their shoes, but then it got bigger and it bit him, and then they let it go after that. When you zoom, the turtles were awesome. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Really glad to hear the stream was decent quality then. But yeah, he apparently remembered squirrels have a super hard bite. He said it bit him straight to the bone. Enough for him to remember it decades later. But that's animals for you. I'm hoping this way points to the exit. This is a cool dock got here. It's weird. I don't know if there's a building over there or it's just the wind, but it sounds like there's an air conditioner. I think it's just constant wind over there. But it sounds like an AC running over there. I'm sure it's just the wind though. Even half wild, they like to bite. Yeah. Pretty much any animal. I mean, even if you raise them from babies, once they get older, they're still got the animal instincts. Can't blame them. It's their nature. I've heard some crazy stories about people going up in Yellowstone National Park and trying to get good videos. People get too close to animals up there, and some people have gotten hurt. I'd run out I'd AC outside if I could afford it. Yeah, no joke. And the cost of AC, it really adds up your bill. I've heard of people paying as much as $300 a month for their AC. I was gonna wonder if I was off the trail, but I see shoe prints. I wonder if this is where I'm at. I mean, would it hurt them to put a little dot that says "You are here"? Last year, I had 1 month that was 550. Wow, it's crazy. We did a seemed like last year had a little bit hotter than normal. But I don't know. It feels like each year is getting a little bit hotter. Could just be because we're getting older. We feel it more than when we were younger. I'm in my late 30s. Had to eat cereal for a month. Wow. Yeah, I've been there. I sometimes eat cereal for dinner if I have save money. And even the price of cereals, crazy. Yeah, it sounds like there's a waterfall over there. Maybe it's some sort of power plant. Yeah. Looks like I've made it back. Oh, there is like some sort of floodgate. Cereal's good though. Yeah, it is. Especially when it's hot out. I like mixing my cereals. I'll mix a couple together. I even I'll put oats, some like oatmeal in the bowl, and then put milk in. Let it sit for 10 minutes, and then put cereal on top of that. It's a way to make the cereal last longer. And if it's like a sugary cereal, then I don't feel as bad because I'm only eating half of it. What's your favorite kind of cereal? That's pretty. Sweet Tooth cereal would be Lucky Charms. That's good. Daily would be like Crispix. It's good to have a variety of them. I'm not sure if I've tried Crispix. I think I might have, but it's been quite a few years. I usually like different kinds of granola cereal or different flavors of frosted mini wheats. Then if I'm gonna go with the sugary one, I like Lucky Charms or Cocoa Puffs. Chocolate Fruity Pebbles are good. Like non-sugar cereals mostly. Yeah, I've been really trying to cut back on sugar mainly because I don't like want to go to the dentist. Lately I've been getting, they have this, it's like the great value version of Frosted Mini Wheats. It's on the bottom of it's always on the bottom shelf, but it has no sugar in it. And then I'll mix that with the granola cereal. And there's a few cereals I want to try that are like low in sugar, but man, they're super expensive. I mean, there's some of them, they're like $8, $10 a box I've seen for one. That's crazy. The system is really, it's hard for us to eat healthy. It's like, do I want to eat healthy or use the money for gas in my tank? Or pay my bills? This looks like corn. Looks like corn stalks, but I don't see any growing, so some super tall grass. Not want to walk through that. Granolas are good. Yeah, there's a few of them out there. I like to try different ones. And I like the granola cereals though, because they don't get soggy. Looks like I'm entering like a dark nature tunnel. Excuse me? Food is soggy, yeah. It is really unpleasant when the cereal goes soggy on you. Not enjoyable at all. I used to have this friend back when I lived in Missouri. He would just fill the and then just pour in a little cereal all the time. Fried chicken is the same. Yeah, I can't say I've ever had soggy fried chicken, but it doesn't sound appetizing at all. So I will definitely take your word on that. Scrub trail. I don't even see scrub trail on this map. Oh, there it is. Just a little jungle gym there. It's a long walk. Yeah, I think I'm right about, should be back to the entrance. I seen a parking lot, but maybe it was for that water plant. But looking at those signs, looks like I'm maybe 10 minutes from the entrance. Keep seeing more gates. So I'm traveling along the edge. I was wanting to do at least wanting the stream to be about an hour and a half, so I'm timing it just about right. This place closes at 7, just in 25 minutes. There's a sign right there. It says exit. That's nice. I got that. It's a nice pavilion. About a month ago, I was in Pensacola before I started traveling south. And I went to hike a place there, some trails, and I got a little bit lost. There was no signs that pointed toward the exit. It was just A15, B17, and then it had these color-coded signs, but they were faded, and yeah, it looks like right back at the exit. This is where I started the stream right there. I'll just check this out a little bit. Probably typing is lost, not list. My park is long when I get listed. It's all good. Yeah, I'm seeing that lately my autocorrect, it'll change the words to when it's not even a word, it'll change it to. I don't know if my phone's been in the heat. I got like these different signs for exercising. This is cool. Definitely an awesome walk. It's been really great talking with you this long. Really appreciate you being here and chatting with me. Anybody else that's watching, it's a nice amphitheater they got. This would be a good place to be under if it started raining. Autocorrect is the devil. Yeah, it makes us seem less smart than we are sometimes. I turn mine off now. You just get bad typing. Definitely fun chat. I didn't even know you could turn off autocorrect. Guess I have to look around my phone settings. Yeah, having one person to chat to makes the live stream go by a lot faster. This is where I started. Just gonna go to that big sign there. Getting ready to stop the stream. And once it crosses the 1.5 hour mark in 4 minutes, and this place is closing in about 20 minutes anyway. Whenever you're doing a live stream and there's no one to talk to, it's hard. It can be a little depressing. Just really appreciate you hanging out with me this whole walk. Animals: gopher tortoise, skink, anole, indigo snake, rattlesnake, raccoon, skunk, possum, squirrel. Good evening. Hopefully I'll catch you in another one soon. Yeah, I kind of go off the rain. No problem at all. I loved it. I appreciate it just as much, if not more. There's this band I like called 3 Days Grace. I just discovered a song from them about a month or two ago. It's called like Someone to Talk To. How we all just want someone to talk to. Can really turn your day around or your week. But I'll probably do kind of go off the weather. Do another live stream maybe in another nature one in like 2 days or so. 2 or 3 days for sure. Maybe see, today's Wednesday, so before Sunday. See you. Bobby, have a good night. Anybody else that's watching, you have a good night or morning if you're in a different country. Anybody that watches this video later, I really appreciate it. Y'all travel safe. Have a good night.